Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are
KK Crochet.
And we're back, and it's good to see you again. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been running playlists and doing all the things, because we are bouncing up and down really close to that 3,000 watch hour mark. And I know several of you said, oh, I hope you reached it by now, because we were about 15 hours away. Well, if you know anything about YouTube, you know that it bounces back and forth, and that you get the last 365 days. So tomorrow, the 366th day back there drops off. And we used to do a lot of lives, and we don't do this much anymore, so it is what it is. It'll get there when it gets there. I'm not pushing. We're growing, and to us it's more important that we're seeing new people and interacting with people and being able to reach other people. So that's the most important part. So when the hours get there, they get there. And we'll make decisions then about where we go from there, about how we what we choose to do, as far as monetization and all that kind of stuff, because that decision hasn't been made. I don't know. I think it'll depend on where we're at in life at the time. So we'll see what happens. We'll just go with the flow. So today is a hat update, but it's a hat that I made. I did not make the pattern. The pattern is by Spring the Fiber Enthusiast, and it is the Post Helene beanie. Very pretty. Very, very pretty stitches. Now this is Red Heart, no, Caron, 1 pound. Took me a minute. In a red color, super bright. I know, super, super bright. But it is, and I used a J hook, and I need to learn to relax. These are cross stitches, and I need to learn to relax my cross stitches. I know this now after this hat, because I need it. I can stretch it and it works, but I need to be able to relax them a little bit. I like mine to be a little bit looser on the head. So it's my fault my tension is tight, and I'm sure it was tight when I was doing this, because I didn't feel well, and when I don't feel well, my tension goes tight. So yeah, I need to release my tension a little bit. But I love this hat. I love the way it works up. It's a very pretty stitch. See all the waves? Very pretty. So that is by Spring the Fiber Enthusiast. I'll link the pattern down below so you can go over and check it out and make one. And this is for BMO. So another hat for BMO. And Kristen made one too.
Okay. Not that one. I made one on my Sentro last night. And this is, I love this yarn. And I don't know the colorway because I lost the ball band.
She lost the bob band. She doesn't know the colorway, but this is a discontinued yarn, I assume.
I think so.
It was a clearance yarn that was donated to us, so I'm certain that that probably means that it's a discontinued colorway. So, yeah. But it's very pretty.
Yeah. There we go. And other Sentro people, tell me if this is just me and I'm doing something wrong, but my hats are too tight. Like when I take them off, like they won't fit my head, so I have to, like, I say it's releasing the stitches, but like relaxing them. Am I doing something wrong? Don't tell me that. I do it, but it makes it bigger, and it will fit adults' heads better.
I see. Yep, it definitely fits better than the other ones you normally make. Yep. Still a little too tight for my preference, but I don't like hats that sit tight. I like mine loose, and I know most people like them snug. I will say this while we're on the subject of the Sentro. I've been asked, do I want one for Christmas? Nope, sure don't. Why not? Because the other day Kristen was gone, and her little brother knows how to work the Sentro, so I decided he could teach me how to work the Sentro, and he did. He did a fabulous job. It's not for me. I cannot. I don't have the patience for this thing, because you have to feed the yarn through. I will admit that it's much easier to get started than I first thought, and I can see doing that part. I got about 10 rounds, and I think there was a knot or something in it, or I forget what happened. Anyway, I got about 10 rounds and got aggravated after that and took it off. So it looked like I had a little necklace. I started again. I got to about 55 rounds and my arm was starting to hurt. and the yarn, I wasn't paying attention, and the yarn stopped grabbing because it fell out of the feeder, and I had several stitches that just weren't, they did not get caught. And so not knowing how to go back and fix that, not having the patience to go back and fix that, I had about that much of a hat. It would have made like a baby cow. And I put it, and also the machine started popping and clicking. So if that happens to you and you're using it and it starts to pop and click and you start to worry what's wrong, somehow in the process while I was holding it and trying to turn it, I apparently switched from tube to panel on the little switch thing there. Somehow it got knocked off.
I've done it before. It's real easy to do by accident.
And that's why it started making this really loud popping and cracking sound. And I thought I'd broke the machine. And then Luke started working with it and it made the same noise. And I said, you broke the machine. I said, she's going to be so upset with us. But it works fine. She used it since then, made the hat. So, yeah, it's not for me. I think if you don't have patience, like I have patience to rip out crochet stitches and go back. Now, it doesn't make me happy, but I have patience to do it. So, if you don't have the patience to deal with the machine messing up and doing those kinds of things, maybe it's not for you.
But I will say practice makes it easier. Last night, I did that hat in 30 minutes.
I don't want to practice. I'm too old to practice.
Well, I spent the money on it, so I was like, I'm going to practice and get this thing down.
I do think a smaller one that makes like socks would be cool, and maybe I would be better with that because it doesn't take as many stitches to go around. It's like half the amount, I think, to do the socks. And then you would have beautiful knitted socks, and you don't have to knit them. So that would be awesome. You could use them to make stockings. You could use them to make amigurumi, like the loveys and things. So that would be kind of neat. I kind of like that idea. But because you can use them and make the panels for amigurumi and sew up the top for the head, cinch it around so far down and stuff it to make a neck, and then let the body flow out from the bottom. And that was a Crafty Concept did that. She has a tutorial for that. So beautiful, beautiful hats. They make wonderful hats. And I applaud anybody who can use an Addy or a Sentro to do that because I don't have the patience for that. Wish I did, but maybe I'll feel differently in a year. Who knows? In a year I may say, I love the Sentro. It's awesome. I can do... Yeah, I'm not there right now. It's not in me. Sorry. So today is October, and it is Octobery. It is Halloween trivia.
Okay. This is a true or false question, okay? The Halloween celebrations span 3 days in Spain.
True or false? Halloween celebrations span 3 days in Spain. Man, that's a long time. What are they celebrating so long? Don't forget to be kind because you don't know anybody else's journey, and put the... Don't forget to be kind because...
You don't know anybody else's journey. She stole my line.
Put the answer to the question below. True or false? Oh my goodness. Bye.
Bye, guys.